Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is a June reading for Gemini. The spread that I'm using is 9-grid Lenormand. It's a 10-card spread because I have an oracle card over here that's going to give an overview of the reading. So I'm using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and I'm using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand because that's the only Lenormand deck that I have so far. There's a fair amount of stuff going on with Gemini in June. So for the 1st to the 20th, the sun is in Gemini, and then the next day, the solstice happens in Cancer. The sun Cancer. The new moon is in Gemini. So the moon is in Gemini on the 9th to the 10th. On the 10th, we have the new moon. Venus is in Gemini on June 1st, and then skips off to elsewhere. The North Node is retrograde in Gemini all month. I believe that's it. A Mercury, which rules Gemini, is in Pisces all month and is retrograde until the 22nd. It's almost like there's a struggle between the sun and Mercury in terms of who's controlling Gemini. But because the North Node Gemini is retrograde all month, it's sort of like 2/3 retrograde, 1/3 where the hell am I going? So this duality that Gemini possesses might be a little bit more, like a little bit more pushing and shoving. Like a slight bully energy, but we'll see what comes out. There's a lot of other retrogrades happening. There's a lot of other stuff going on in Pisces that's going to have an effect on mercurial energy as well. Okay, so this card giving an overview of the reading, we have the oyster coming in inverted. I feel like there might be an element of shallowness, but with this water card inverted, it's like we're on land. Right, dried out. It's like being shucked. So what is it? You have to clean the oyster to find the pearl, Elton John? Let me see. I haven't used that deck much in a while, so I'm going to skim this in the book. I'm just feeling like book reading a lot this month. Patient secret keeper hiding inner treasures. Here in this darker aspect, it's reluctant gripping and clamming up. So Gemini actually butting up against the Cancer energy, which wants to shut down. Okay, this is particularly going to be a thing on the new moon. Gemini wanting to shut down with that new moon, Cancer ruling the moon. So new moon in Gemini on the 10th. So I want to shut in. It's like I don't want to, there's something I don't want to share about myself with other people. That's kind of being forced to light with all these retrograde energies. Come out of the darkness, baby. You'll catch your death in the fog. David Bowie. I kind of feel like one twin is like dragging the other twin out the door and being like, show them what you can do. And they're like, no, I'm not doing it in front of anyone else. Sort of, it's very much covering up the true extent of abilities or talents. Let's see what's going on here. So the scythe, another 10. Oh, the ninth, it's okay. So 10 with the Jack of Pentacles. Have loyalty here with the puppy dog. 18 with a 10 of cups. So there's another 10. Inverted. We have this birch whip or broom. 11 with the Jack of Wands. So now we have an 11 to add on to this. $34, the fishies, inverted with King of Pentacles. It's like a lack of resources. The woman, inverted, number 29, Ace of Swords, inverted. The masks, number 40. This is related for me to Major Arcana because it's not tied to a specific card. So I'm looking at Emperor energy, I'm looking at the Fool. Or 4 10s, 4 wheels, 4 completions. So number 4, the House, King of Cups, inverted. Both of the Kings are upside down. Both of the Jacks are upright, which could be a page or a knight. Here I'm feeling like they're pages. So we have another 10, 10 of Pentacles down here. This book, number 26. And the Anchor, number 35, with the 9 of Swords. Cups, Wands. Jack of Wands. The book is opening up towards this mask and a little bit towards this feminine, but mostly towards the mask and this anchor. Oh, I see what's happening. Gemini has their feminine energy, whether they're normally feminine or whether it's their inner feminine. Is the thing that's being hidden. Like sort of like psychic, intuitive, creative, nurturing kind of energy. Right? I put a mask on it. I put a shell over it. I don't want anyone to see how strong this energy is. This is stability. The anchor. Peace of mind. But it's like you're never going to have this solid home base, and you're always going to be having this energy drainage, trying to have security behind this behind a facade by, you know, smoke bombing and running out the door. The lack of balance in emotions and manifestation, sort of unhinged. The book doesn't have a hinge. Self-sabotage and burnout, trying to be removed. This is a little bit backed into a corner and ready to attack energy. It's also stress. right? Constantly hiding who you are is stress. There's I think this is actually the third reading where coming into your own, no matter what people are saying or what people might think of you, is something that's trying to come through. And this is particular to this retrograde season. It's a lot of it is subconscious, parts of the self that are repressed because of all this Neptunian energy in particular in this season. Things that are being pulled up and rising up out of the deep. Don't judge a book by its cover. Right? I'm more exciting than this crusty outside. But I want to say there's a frailty within, but it's not as weak as Gemini thinks it is. You know, it's like the shyness itself is a saboteur act. You know, it's like I might be emotionally unsatisfied now, but when push comes to shove, my core reaction is that of defending who I really am. And I need to, in order to have a manifestation, in order to have to achieve what I need to in the 3D world, I need to shuck my own shell, basically. Because Gemini isn't designed to behave like Cancer, hiding in the crab shell. But the oyster shuts closed, both sides, really tight. Whereas Cancer, in their shell, there's usually still an opening, and it's more like a house than it is like a prison cell. So Gemini should not try to pattern their hermit mode on another sign. It's like you can let your story come out a little bit. I feel like there's something missing. I think I need another card. I need like an outcome or an explanation or some kind of advice to help Gemini bridge the gap between being shut in and coming out. Because it's not just like now you've got to struggle with the repressed versions of yourself. How do you come out in a protected way? You know, with self-confidence outside of, again, with being able to exist without feeling like your true nature only comes out when you're backed into a corner. Okay, so we have Eagle coming in inverted. This is like a bird's eye view of things. The sun energy, a portal, sacral heart energy. Eagle. At least we have an air elemental here now. We're making some progress. Gemini is an air sign. 5 letters, Hierophant energy, trying to ground in order to gain access to one's spiritual connection. Although in any air elemental inverted tells me it's run aground, like crashed and burned. But the only way to turn this over and have the air elemental flying through the air is to establish a connection to the ground in order to use it as a launching pad. This is like trying to control the situation too much. It's sort of like let yourself unfurl. Don't, you know, try to practice being yourself to one or two people and then realize that there isn't as much judgment out there as you think. When ego appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The ego pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stop at nothing to see us shine, right? Like the pearl inside the oyster. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think. Okay? Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is right next to the sun. Right? It's like, don't fear that illumination shining on you. Let yourself slip into an orbit that's not shut in deep within yourself, right? Allow your expression to revolve, to like move it around you outside of yourself, like Mercury goes around the sun. All right, so that's Gemini. If you want to get a personal reading, like this one, the 16 grid Lenormand reading that I offer, or one of the other ones, you can try to get in a little bit closer. There we go. The list of readings that I offer and how much they cost is going to be in the description box underneath this video. And then over on my little WordPress website, there's a home page, and then there's another page that's also those readings for sale. It just has a green background and little thumbnail images of the spreads. But you can also see those readings and how they work in the readings for sale playlist here on my channel. If you'd like to help keep this channel running, you can donate, energy exchange, hit that tip jar, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. And if you'd like stuff for throwing money at me, I've got coloring books, dark poetry, merch, prints, actual art items for sale. There's a coupon code on for my Etsy shop, 3star17, all caps. You get 17% off a purchase of 3 or more items. And if you go through the link tree, that coupon code should pop in at the top. All of these contact points here, everything on this sheet is through the link tree. So just knocked over the cream. Social media, email, all that. linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.